Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in DC Dark Legion, we're going to talk about the December tier list update. Now, between November tier list and this tier list, there hasn't been any new characters released. Artemis is coming, but she's not out yet, so she will be part of the January tier list. But I have moved some characters around, and some of them have fallen out of S tier, so I'm really curious to get your feedback on that. There's some things to talk about here, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and just jump right into the tier list. As you can see right up here, we have Artemis. She's not in the game yet, but by the time this video comes out, she's probably about a week away. I've got my paywall tier here. We've got Green Lantern. Great healer, great Justice League member. Very much more low spender friendly than he was before. Still going to take some money to get him maxed out. We got Harley Quinn. Great. Nurse Harley Quinn, fantastic damage dealer, has the Arkham's Most Wanted tag, which is awesome. So we finally got a Harley with that tag. However, she requires quite a bit of investment. You have to get up to VIP 16 in order to unlock her at 0 stars. And then there's some packs. And obviously, as you continue to work through your VIP levels, you'll be able to rank her up. And then DM Wonder Woman. So Death Metal Wonder Woman came out in October through an event. She's not available now for purchase or anything. We got to wait till she comes back around in some sort of event. I don't know if that's just going to be a yearly thing or what, but she was very expensive to get. Very few people actually have her in the game. So I'm hoping with Artemis coming out that Artemis is going to fill that spot. DM Wonder Woman is the main damage dealer of the Amazons team. So I'm hoping Artemis will help fill that spot. Even though she's a Guardian, maybe she's a Guardian that's going to do some more damage. So we'll see. We'll see here in about a week or so what that looks like. But we need somebody in there that low spenders or free-to-play players can get to start building that Amazon team. All right, so let's talk about the S tier. I made some changes in the S tier. As you can see, I dropped Superman down. I'll get to him in just a minute. Let me talk about the other changes here really quick. I took Crypto down and I took Starfire down from S into A+. Reason for that is when you take a look at healers, when you just take a look at kits, over the last year, the kit design is getting better. The characters are getting better. And we've got power creep and things like that, right? So the devs, I know, have done some adjustments to characters, like we just saw an adjustment to Roy. They're keeping eyes on that. But when we take a look at just these two characters here, Riddler came out last month, and he is a fantastic healer. He is a very much plug-and-play friendly character as well. He buffs up spiritual and physical damage dealers. He has heals. He has shields. He is a fantastic character. The utility of his kit and even the heals, I don't know that they necessarily out-heal these other two, but they are very, very good. The strength of his shields is good. I think he's better than Starfire, so I had to bring Starfire down. And I think the utility of his kit and what he can do is better than Crypto's. Crypto is great. He's a great healer. He's got some crowd control in there as well. I just don't think that they're better than Riddler. I am on the fence of whether I want to put Riddler into S tier. I'm kind of teetering on that, but I didn't want to do that just yet. So I've got him in A+. And if I don't feel these two are better, even in their subsequent teams, then Riddler, I needed to bring them down. So I did bring Crypto and Starfire down. I did bring Superboy up into S tier. Finally, he's been in A+ tier for a long time. He is a fantastic support character. He supports and helps increase the amount of physical damage that you do. He also just helps with attack overall. He himself can do some decent damage also. And then pairing him up with Supergirl, they're a great team together. So let's go ahead and let's talk about Superman. I've been wanting to bring Superman down for a while. He's been in the game since day one. Again, when you take a look at kits and how good they are getting, how well designed they are now compared to where they were last year. Power creep comes into play here a little bit. He is still a good physical damage dealer, single target damage dealer. He's great with the Superman family team. But let me share something here with you. I'm going to share my team tier list. If you haven't seen my tag team tier list, I'll put a link up to it right over here, but I've separated it into a few columns. I've got the core. So these are the 3 characters of a 5-character team that I feel are the core and where most of your resources should go. The reason for that is because they'll support themselves very well and their team, but anybody that you bring in that you want to mix and match them with, taking a look and taking synergy into consideration, they're going to do very well there also. And as you can see, I don't have Superman here. I've got Superboy, Crypto, and Supergirl as the core for the Superman family team, which is kind of weird. But I feel that they are just a fantastic trio. Again, they'll support themselves very well, and they'll support other characters that you bring into the team. Superman is the main. The main category here would be the other two characters that would make up what I feel is the best team combination for that specific tag team. Now, we don't have a fifth character here, so alts are any characters that I feel that would fill that fifth, or maybe in case of Outsiders here, that fourth and fifth spot, or even Riddler here to swap out for Captain Cold and bring Riddler into Legion of Doom for that healing that team really needs. Also, Riddler really needs Legion of Doom tag, because I think he was part of Legion of Doom one time. Anyway, so since I have Superman here in main and not part of the core, that was kind of part of the reason why I brought him down. I think with Superman, just going back the whole year, I think he's probably the character that I've allowed outside influences to influence me a little more than I should when I rank him. I've been wanting to bring him down for months, like I said, and Quantum and I, we just recorded our podcast, and we're talking about this a little bit too, because he had brought Superman down also. And it just made sense for me to finally do that and pull the trigger on it. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. It makes sense. I don't think he's as good as these other characters in S tier. So it makes sense to bring him down. A+ is still good, a fantastic tier. You still want to build him up, but I felt I needed to finally bring him down. So that is the changes that have been made to S tier. When we take a look at A+, I don't think I made any changes to A+ other than bringing these three here down. Everybody else here remains the same. Great characters. When we take a look at A tier here, the only change I made to A tier was Roz. I brought Roz up from B. When you take a look at him and Talia, again, assassin classes require quite a bit of investment. So it's going to take a while to get up there and really kind of see their true potential. But just talking to Wales and people in the end game who've got these characters built up pretty high, there's a bit of a separation between Roz and Talia, Roz being the better of the two. So I wanted to show that on here as well. So I moved Roz up to A tier. And then when we take a look at B tier, made some changes here. Red Hood. So Red Hood comes back. As you know, I took all the legendaries out of here. We're only showing the mythics and the mythic pluses. So as legendaries evolve into mythics through their mythic ascension quest, which is right now only Wonder Woman and now Red Hood, they're going to come back to the tier list. He's going to come back as a B tier. I mentioned this in my video of his event. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and put a link up to it over here as well. But it doesn't really do anything to make him like a meta character, a character that you really, really have to have or invest a lot of resources in. It does change him up a little bit. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the outlaw tag like some people were hoping, but it does make it to where he's untargetable during his ultimate. He also gets some stat boosts, but it doesn't really push him up too much. So I don't think he's absolutely necessary. Going through his event is fun. It's a great story. You get some resources through it. I just don't think it's anything you need to rush through. So he is coming in as B tier. And then Donna, last tier list, I didn't have her ranked. So this is a new rank for her. I needed to do some more testing. I'm continuing to rank her up because I'm using her to beef up my DM Wonder Woman. However, honestly, I end up using Riddler more than her because he's got that physical damage assistance that's going to help as well. And he tends to do a little bit better than her. But she's lower ranked. So we'll see once she gets up a little higher what that looks like. And then what does she do for Artemis when Artemis joins the Amazon team? So right now I've got her at B. I want to put her at A. I just don't know that she's proven herself to me to move that up just yet. So I've got her down there in the B tier. C tier, as you know, I combined the C and the D tier. Remains the same. Now, Roy did get a buff. I haven't done enough testing on Roy yet. Actually, I haven't done any testing. Maybe that's what my stream will be this weekend, or it's probably past now, actually. But I'll do a stream testing him and just kind of seeing how the changes to him have improved him. They did buff him up. They did make him more of a damage dealer now, whereas before he was kind of a split between support and damage. So we'll see what he can do through that testing. But that is the tier list. Those are the changes. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think about Superman being brought down? There may be some conversations and thoughts around Starfire being brought down as well. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.